Evet, final olduğunu düşündüğüm bölüme hoş geldiniz.
The Queen had chosen to meet Villem at Devil's Tower, and not without purpose. The structure stood on an isle, so no foe could approach without first exposing themselves on a narrow bridge. The isle had little vegetation midst which to conceal a large force. A small unit could evade detection. Altogether not much to fear.
No escorts were your terms.
Began Gascon, with a hint of mischief.
But better safe than sorry, I always say.
What are you suggesting?
Yours truly and 4 chaps behind the walls. Give a signal, any signal, and we'll leap to your side.
Meve struggled with her conscience. There was no honor in Gascon's plan, but prudence, certainly. In the end, she nodded in agreement, though not without compunction. Villem arrived soon after, the heavily armored cavalry he had in tow clearly there to boost his courage. He left them at the foot of the bridge and rode across alone. A stiff wind from the river nearly made off with his ermine fur cloak. Villem and the mother who'd borne him stood face to face. They gazed into each other's eyes, waiting to see who would look away first. When neither did, Meve broke the silence.
Time flies, and I've a kingdom to liberate. No need to drag this out. What's this about? Tell me.
I thought my messenger already did.
Oh, he did. And how? Villem I wishes to arrange a truce. Only, Villem I is in no position to parley on an equal footing. Villem I can, at most, offer his unconditional surrender, because Villem I's losing this war.
Yes, Mother, I am. And I see that by losing I've at last made you content.
Don't play the victim. What next? Will you say you turned cloak because Mummy showed no warmth, displayed no feelings?
'Twould be unfair, any such judgment. You did show feelings, chiefly enmity, contempt.
Ağlama lan.
But that's not why I betrayed you. No, I simply disagreed with your choices, assessments.
I had every right to do what I considered just and good.
And I had every right to voice my view, which you ever ignored. Yet this is neither the time nor the place to discuss that. Let us parley as strangers. I'm losing, you say. And you're right. But I haven't lost yet, and have no intention to surrender. I am ready, however, to renounce my fealty to the Empire and pledge my forces to you. As long as you fulfill my conditions.
Let me hear them.
First, you will not rescind the reforms I've authorized already, any of them. Second, you will guarantee both my safety and that of my advisors. Third, I shall remain your heir, and next in line for the throne.
Tutuklama değil.
These terms I cannot accept.
Well, I had to try, Mother.
Hadi git.
Yet I can't deny your courage either. Come here. Look me in the eye. This couldn't have been easy.
No, it wasn't.
I trust when the time comes, you'll show the same nerve on the battlefield.
I shall seek out your banner. Let the gods then settle our dispute once and for all. Goodbye, Mother.
Villem bowed, turned and walked away. Meve's anger burned still in her gut, beneath a heart now heavy with grief.
Yo.
Soon thereafter, Meve's army set out towards Rivya'ya castle. It would not be long now before the decisive battle.
Dua etsin. Yakalamadım. Niye alıyorum bu loot'u bilmiyorum ama gördüm yani artık.
Your Grace,
Said Reynard, saluting and clicking his heels.
peasants from the Scala region have arrived at camp. Supplicants, wishing to deliver a plea to your person.
Meve sighed. Supplicants, trials, audiences. All aspects of queendom she did not miss.
Very well. Bring them here.
She replied.
And instruct them to be brief, with no digressions.
The band of commoners was led by a sturdily built beekeeper dubbed Ethelred, son of Theobald. Finding himself in the Queen's presence, he fell to his knees and waved his arms in his best impression of proper etiquette.
Oh, my lady the Queen, your gracious mightiness, take pity on us tillers and toilers. Wars all around leaving us but scraps to live off, and barely that, to be honest. So we beg you, don't do it. Don't raise the levies. We can't pay more than...
What?
Meve interrupted.
What the devils are you talking about?
Gördüğümüz
What?
haberler.
Your decree, one they nailed to our notice board.
The peasant said, sheepishly pulling out a parchment and pointing to the relevant paragraph with his rough finger.
We, Queen Meve, do hereby proclaim that if our throne we shall recover, the tallage, murage, and pavage we shall raise threefold. The expenses of this war for to compensate at the cost of the common folk.
Meve and Reynard exchanged astonished glances. They had issued no such decree. Yet the document bore her signature and seal.
Perhaps it was Villem's doing.
Impossible.
Meve said firmly.
My son sank low, but not so low as to forge my name.
Then who fabricated this decree?
The Nilfgaard'ians.
The Queen replied without hesitation.
They have access to my seal, to my scribes. They wish to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt, turn my folk against me. And they are liars without any honour.
The Queen tore the falsified document to shreds. Knowing this would solve nothing, she had to find the printers churning out these fakeries and end their run.
Yeni işaretler eklendi. O köprü. Burada ne var ki alınacak? Heh. Gelin arkadaşlar. Eğlence ve cümbüş. Okay.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
Catch!
O dikey şey kaldırmama rağmen
Must be an important lesson. in
emir
this.
verdiğinde kasıyor. Ateşi buna harcamasak mı ya? İkinci ateşi harcamayalım bence. Ama ne atacağız? Aynen ya.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Hundred and one, 102, 103.
Hellcat's
I smell a leak.
Nilfgaard!
Tell me you jest.
Ama bak bu geri döndüm. Ben ne yapayım? Böyle yapacağız.
Again and again and again.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Ne ya? Ne yapıyor ki bu? Arkadaşınız ne yapıyor bilmiyorum ama
I think you'll really like this one.
kime casusluk yapacağını bilmiyorum.
Fuck, our ass is moving. Order! Yeah, yeah! We'll catch them all! The chase is on! To thee, Nilfgaard!
together!
Kolaysınız. Burada ne var? Bulmaca var. Bulmaca istemez abi. Aşağıda ne var ki?
Oi, Meve!
Cried Gascon, as usual paying no heed to courtly etiquette.
Come here a minute.
Would it hurt so terribly to occasionally address me by Your Grace or Your Majesty?
Didn't want to be petty, but since you bring it up, you never once address me as the Duke of Dogs.
Meve sighed, rolling her eyes.
Get on with it.
My lads jumped one of the Blackclads' transports. Guess what they were hauling?
Gascon handed Meve a pot filled to the brim with a thick, dark fluid.
Paint?
Close. Printer's ink. Same tone used in those phony decrees.
Meve spun on her heel, put a hand to her mouth, and yelled,
Reynard! Send scouts to comb the area!
Her soldiers returned a few hours later with good news. They were able to find a Nilfgaard'ian printer's workshop hidden in an abandoned barn. It was guarded by a division of elite infantry.
Right, so?
Gascon thumbed the edge of his blade.
Shall we stop the presses?
Time for the Nilfgaard'ians to publish a retraction.
Spoke the queen as she drew her sword.
Signed with their own blood. Follow me!
The Lyrians did not need to be told twice. Their queen's honor, her good name, that was a cause well worth fighting for.
Nilfgaard'ı bir propaganda broşürü şöyle diyor. Baygın ve çekingen bir kadın olan Meve, savaş zamanlarında ülkeyi savunacak cesarete ve güce sahip değildir. Ancak çok geçmeden bu iddianın her bakımdan yanlış olduğunu göreceklerdi. Tek tur savaş. Bunları değiştir tabii ki. Bir dakika. Boss bunlar. Onun gücünü alacak. O şeyi almayacak ki. Cansu'ya da ihtiyacımız yok. Buna da gerek yok.
It's her! Yes, you fool her! Sound the alarm! Larum! Wise choice.
Güzel. Nice try.
This could hurt.
Bunu sonradan kesmenizin pek bir anlamı yok bu arada da. Benden tırpanca bu ne? Ve ne zaman bir düşman birliği dövüş düzesinde belirseydi tüm birlikte. Bilemedim. Okay.
Got any rebels? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Yeah, yeah! Go on, Enkader!
Bunu almak istemiyorum aslında ya. Bekleyelim. İmparator Bey dursun. En azından şu an istemiyorum. Bunların ölmesi lazım. Onun için şey yapalım. Bunları çağıralım.
We'll catch them all! The chase is on! Ow! Scheiß in Train!
Tur daha bekleyelim.
Off to the front yet again.
Ne oluyor? Benim kartlara ne oldu pardon da. Ben niye bunu alamıyorum? Neyse bakalım bunu al. O garipti. Ne oluyor oğlum?
It's not too late to walk away.
Scheiß in zwei!
Cheers bitches. İyi misin?
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Off to the front yet again.
Thing about slings, they hide well. Hey?
They weren't expecting us. Seems they believed their own blarney.
The
Görüşmemek üzere.
Nilfgaard'ians fought fiercely, led by a seasoned covert agent. Seeing he would soon fall into enemy hands, he put a knife to his throat and, in a quick slash, sent blood pouring over paper and still wet ink. Reynard leapt towards him, trying to stanch the red tide. But it was too late, and the spy's secrets perished with his last gargled breath. Meve picked up a freshly printed pamphlet. The document listed her many crimes and misdeeds, the true and the manufactured alike. Above the main body of the text, an etching depicted her, well, in a very unflattering manner.
How about a taste of their own medicine?
Asked Gascon, piecing blocks of type into a scathingly foul phrase.
Me and the lads will scratch out a couplet about Ebdahi, spread it around the countryside, give the folk a hearty laugh at those tossers' expense.
Yes, these presses should be put to good use.
The Queen said.
But printing lewd jests is not it. We must spread facts. Tell what the Nilfgaard'ians did in Aldersburg, how they tried to murder me in Mahakam and Angren, what fate lies in store for those they conquer.
Gascon grew serious and set the ink-stained type back down.
Get to work. Before the sun sets, I wish to hold the first document in my hands.
Soon, in every town, village and tavern, there hung a notice detailing Nilfgaard's crimes. The outraged Rivya'ns did what they could to strengthen the Queen's army, some by offering coin, others by joining her ranks.
Nilfgaard left none alive in Rosberg, not even one woman, and no child was spared! Peasants from Edern have been captured and put to work by force. Nilfgaard now prepares the same fate for Rivya'ya and all Rivya'ns. Emperor Emir var Emrys is a Vran imposter, a Vran Doppler. Emperor Emir var Emry.
Buradan yukarıya gidiyoruz. Mancada yokum ya, takılın. Kırk mı? Buradan sonrası şeye gidiyor. Yukarıda da bir şeyler var. Gel bakayım gel.
traitorous Caldwell family's residence loomed into view. Against the horizon, it looked suitably sinister. Yet the manor had changed since Meve last saw it. 2 new wings, ornate towers, a grand colonnade. And the windows now glistened with stained glass, the gilded hue of imperial suns.
We must pay them a visit,
Seethed the queen. The great double doors opened with an echoing thud. Just inside them stood the heir to the estate, Dragomir, his wife and 3 children by his side, and Helena, the treacherous count's widow. Sliding the cap from his head, thus giving proof of the family's hereditary baldness, Dragomir knelt down upon one knee.
Your Grace, my father's betrayal stands beyond doubt and exoneration.
The young Caldwell said flawlessly, and in a single breath, as if he'd practiced a dozen times.
And his death at your hands was most well deserved. I ask that ye not punish sons for the sins of their fathers. I ask humbly, with bowed head, allow me to stay on my ancestral lands, to serve faithfully as your loyal subject.
I believe not a word slithering out of his mouth,
Whispered Reynard.
The first chance he gets to stab you in the back, he will take.
Bu çok zor.
Meve narrowed her eyes and gazed at Dragomir. Large drops of sweat dripped from his brow.
You may stay,
said the queen, finally breaking the silence.
on 2 conditions. Firstly, you will make a considerable donation toward the war effort. Then field an infantry regiment, fully outfitted, under my command.
Naturally, Your Grace. And the other?
In one swift motion, Meve snatched a crossbow from a soldier, put it to her cheek, and loosed. Caldwell the Younger screamed bloody murder as he threw up his arms to shield his face. The bolt hissed by and struck the center of a golden sun, shattering one of the stained glass windows.
Redecorate,
said the queen flatly. She then mounted up and sped off, earnestly hoping she'd not come to regret her generosity.
I shall replace the glazing in the windows to bear Rivya'yan diamonds. A glazier I've already sent for. My father was wrong about you, and even more wrong about Nilfgaard. I shan't let you down, Your Majesty. I shall stand by your side until victory's achieved.
Bu da güzelmiş. Umarım ihanet etmez de bizim askerlerin morali çok düştü ya. Umarım düzeltecek bir şeyler buluruz. Yukarı bir çıkalım. Bir şey bulduk. Merhabalar. Bundan 2 tane varmış ya. Onu keşke değiştirseydim. Neyse. Devam edelim.
We'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Waiting for a personal invitation?
Biraz kötü oldu.
Company, forward march!
Come on, kill me!
Order!
Güzel.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Gerek var mı ya buna? Bence pes edeceksin ya.
Go, hop, hop!
Biliyordum. Yalvar köpek. Bir köylü. İyi böyle ya.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. Nilfgaard!
The chase is on!
Inarin jallet kronfair.
This could hurt!
Commissar will hear.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
Scheiß! In zwei!
O vagonu kullanmak istemiyorum şu anda. Evet.
We'll catch them all!
Okay.
just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Off to the front yet again.
Bunda değil.
Again and again and again.
Onu alabilecek miyim? Bak onu vermiyor bana ya.
Army's a waste of time for one like me. Barbarians.
What you looking at? Quiet, or the commissar will hear.
GG. Yukarıdan bir devam edelim bakalım. Ne yapıyorsun lan sen?
Let me tell you of Ravencloft, a quarry Meve passed by. A quarry with a dark history. For years earlier, its wall had collapsed, burying dozens alive. Scholars summoned from Oxenfurt were unanimous in their findings. The rock was fragile, further digging would likely cause slides. Meve had heeded the scholars' advice and closed the quarry by royal decree. Yet now, as she neared it, Meve could hear the even tap of pickaxes. She dispatched scouts to investigate. They returned promptly, their faces sullen, their cloaks blanched with a fine limestone dust.
Quarry's open anew, Your Grace. Nilfgaard'ians. They've got folk in the pit working it. Appear to be from the surrounding villages.
Interesting. Their engineers have found a way to render it safe. Secure the walls.
I'd say that's right unlikely, Majesty. Judging by the fresh graves we saw.
The Queen then turned to Reynard, as ever at her side.
Reynard, what do you advise?
As a soldier, my queen, I'd advise against any kind of assault. The terrain's hard, unsuitable for a fight, and we've little to gain from a victory. As a man, however...
Yes?
To leave our folk in chains, in that death trap. It wouldn't be right.
If I were to calculate in heart and mind, keep note of gains and losses...
Began
Aynen
I'd
öyle.
bend the knee to the Imperials, just as Villem did. But bloody arithmetic won't dictate my course, for I do what's just. I do what's right. Follow me!
Her troops followed without hesitation, swords
Follow
in hand, their
me.
hearts afire.
Meve kolay bir zafer beklemişse gözlerin raporlarından Rivya'lıların işgalci güçlere göre önemli bir sayısal avantaja sahip olduğunu öğrendi. Yine de kraliçe Nilfgaard'ın kritik bir stratejisini öngörememişti. Zincirlenmiş tutsakların kendi vatandaşlarına karşı savaşmak için kullanılması. Tüm köle sürücüleri ortadan kaldırın. Bakalım, deneyeceğiz. Bakalım şunlara. Tamam. Sizler yok edilmek istiyorsunuz anladığım kadarıyla. O yüzden buna ihtiyacımız yok. O bitti. Oo, bir de bu var. Tamam, çok iyi.
Those Horsons, forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Life is mine now.
Şey diyeceğim arkadaşlar. Öncelikle şunları alın.
Hungry like a wolf I am.
Wise choice.
This could hurt.
Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the labourers will turn against them.
Watch your heads. Thing about slings, they hide well.
Yes?
That will do.
The chase is on!
Ah, this one's got spirit.
We'll catch them all! The chase is on! Oh.
Bunları almayacağım yanıma.
Hey?
The overseers are dead, Your Grace.
Kolaydınız.
The Lyrians handily dispatched the Nilfgaard'ian overseers, more trained in the ways of the whip and the sword. Those who survived now found themselves shackled in the very chains they'd forced the peasants to wear. Peasants. Oh, unfortunate souls. The cruel labor in the quarry had taken its toll. They stood before the queen, shrunken to skin and bone, clothed in tattered rags, their eyes reddened by dust. But in those eyes burned a brilliant fire.
Muzzle.
Your Grace, them black-clads treated us like dogs, stripped us of dignity. So we beg you, give us arms. Let us march neath your banner. 'Tis a chance at revenge we seek, we want.
Reynard leaned towards Meve and spoke in a scarcely audible whisper.
Majesty, they've knout. Not boots, not even foot wraps. To equip the lot, train them, would cost a small fortune.
"'Tis true. They've nought to their names,
said the Queen.
have few skills to offer and little strength. But to look in their eyes is to know they'll never flee, never throw down their arms. Such recruits are worth coining any amount."
Emaciated, downtrodden, the peasants met the Queen's offer with gratitude. They relished the thought of facing their tormentors in a fight.
Altından bol bir şey yok zaten şu an liste de. Ne? Gelen karta bir bakalım. Bir düşman birliğini takip et. Takip edince ne yapıyor ki? Savaş alanı diğer tarafına taşı. Şu an bizim kartlar iyi ya. Burası neresi? Vallahi bilmiyorum.
Meve now reached Willowhain, a settlement she knew well, for it lay near Waldenrad, where in peacetime she would go to escape her queenly duties and enjoy the thrill of a hunt.
"Pheasant, grouse, and partridge in abundance. You will see,"
said Meve in muted excitement, pivoting in her saddle to face Gascon. Alas, it appeared the war had ravaged even these woods. Where life had stirred and grown tall before, only resinous trunks remained. And the village itself had lost its quaint allure, surrounded now by a double stockade, a golden sun fluttering above it.
Bastards couldn't even let the damn trees be.
Gascon seethed. A dismal scene. Her once cherished wood, and it weighed heavily on the Queen's spirits. Waldenrad had been a place removed, where she could rest and forget the weight of her crown. Reynard's voice roused me from her sad reverie.
The Nilfgaard'ian garrison holds the village,
he said.
We ought to drive them out, avoid any surprise later from the rear.
"Give the order to attack, but none is to play the hero. We shall breach or topple the stockade together. Senseless to perish so close to home."
Reynard nodded. Moments later, the Lyrians rushed forth and attacked.
Reginald ile evliymişiz biz bir de. Yine bu var. Okay.
"The time has come to purge these devils from our homes! Follow me!"
Aye.
Ah!
Okey. Bunu ben alırım bu arada.
The chase is on!
Üç tur bekleyip öyle mi saldırsak acaba?
That is the white of an eye from half a league away.
Hey.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
What do you want of me?
Can buna da artık ha, ne güçlendin ya.
Life is mine now.
I think you'll really like this one.
Ele döndür. Neyi ele döndürebiliriz? Hiçbir şeyi.
Wise choice.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
O kadar yer var mı bilmiyorum.
Again and again and again.
A highly curious case.
Catch 'em all! The chase is on!
May disgrace ends here! Time I wiped it away!
Warum?
Come on, kill me! Alba!
Rivya'ya is ours! Ours!
When the battle dust had settled, Neve instructed her soldiers to gather Willowhane's inhabitants. Upon spotting their armed liberators, the common folk cowered in terror.
No longer need you fear.
The Queen shouted.
No longer must you worry about homes and loved ones. The war's nearly done.
Of a sudden, a villager dropped to his knees and raised his hands to the heavens in supplication.
Trache! Guide my queen!
Neve broke off oddly, baffled by the man's outburst. And then it dawned on her. The Rivyans of Willowhane had been driven away. Taking their place, Nilfgaard'ian settlers brought in to transform the near subsistence plots of local peasants into great estates producing for the Empire. Reynard managed to grasp the essence of the Nilfgaard'ian peasants' frantic pleas.
They wish to stay. They've come to love the land. They pledged to renounce their emperor, swear allegiance to you as their rightful ruler.
Meve had stopped listening. She turned to survey the hamlet. The walls of the huts freshly whitewashed, tools neatly arranged, flower beds well tended. A young girl of 6 or 7 summers peered out from her hiding place in a sunflower patch.
Your Majesty?
Asked Reynard, having noted that Meve's mind had wandered.
What are your orders? What shall we do?
They can stay on 2 conditions. Tell them. For 15 years, they'll pay double the tax. And if any of the previous inhabitants return, they're to be given their huts, lands, and any crops produced in their absence without delay.
The Nilfgaard'ian settlers accepted the terms with relief. Meve's soldiers with markedly less enthusiasm. As the force left Willowhane, the troops made a show of knocking aside any food or drink the peasants offered.
Hail Reynard, Meve! Here he go! Clar and Lyria and Rivya'ya! Eslain Kere, Sher Lane, Marantaik, Stermat Avayen.
Anlıyormuş gibi bakıyorum ya ben de. Ne dedi acaba? Ya bizim askerlerin de moralin bozulmasını yer arıyorlar yani. Konuşamadım sinirden. Yukarıda da savaş var yine. Son bölüm olamayacak mı ya? Kurt adam var burada da. Hani şu yukarıda savaş vardı. Ben mi yanlış gördüm? Buraya almışız. Oo, çok iyi gözüküyor lan. Kral merhabalar.
We'll be reaping black clad heads.
This could hurt. Looking to dance, eh? Watch your heads!
My spirit's willing and how, but there's
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Ow!
Knickers niye var elimde benim ya?
Waiting for a personal invitation?
Ne oldu oğlum? Bu normal savaşmış bu arada. Diğerini kaybetme ihtimalimiz var mı? Var gibi. Snickers'ı at. Şunu da at. Bir dakika, burada bir tane var. Bir tane de olsa iyi bir şey. Devam hadi böyle.
there's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Güzel kart.
Ya ya!
Onu alamıyorum. Biraz
We'll catch 'em all!
Left, right, left, right.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Allah Allah. Onu da öldüremiyoruz ha. Yer kalmayacak gibi de çağıralım ya.
Again and again and again. Again and again and again.
Tell me you jest.
Catch!
İşte bu ya.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Yes, I'm on it.
Thronebreaker başlayalım şunları da.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Lan en çok direnenlerden birisin ha. Ben moral nasıl savaştan sonra normale döndü bilmiyorum ama
Meve spied the outline of Malabon Castle on the horizon and turned dour. True, no golden suns waved atop its towers, yet that did not mean those within supported her. Malabon belonged to House Obert, long in conflict with Meve's own, and with Meve herself.
Behind their ramparts. Do you see them, Reynard?
Asked Meve, shaking her head.
Countless ballistae, collecting dust, while war rages all around.
Perhaps the Oberts will lend us aid,
Reynard replied.
True, you've been at odds with them in the past, but perhaps now, faced with a common foe.
A common foe?
Snorted the Queen.
You mean Nilfgaard, to whom they opened their gates? Caldwell, whom they supported?
For they were convinced the Empire would win this war, and resistance pointless. Yet you have shown all the North the Blackclads can be defeated, so perhaps they shall forget old wrongs.
If the day comes when I lose all hope, when I feel I shall never fight off Nilfgaard without the Obert's aid,
the Queen said,
then I shall ask for your help. But not a day before.
The Queen marched off, followed by distrustful gazes from the guardians of Malabon Castle. The Queen returned to the walls of...
If the day comes...
Evet, buradan yardım istemiyoruz. Burada savaş var sandım ben, yokmuş. Ne abi, orman mı burası? Daha da ilerisine gidemiyoruz. Burası neresi?
Meve's force reached Cavaldon, a small, run-down town.
The Blackclads, they've a strong garrison in place,
proclaimed her scouts upon returning from a foray.
And they stand prepared for a siege. Their stores overflow, and we see ballistas, scorpions.
Cavaldon can be taken,
began Reynard hesitantly.
But not without losses. Considerable losses.
A retreat? Is that what you advise?
I fear the soldiers wouldn't take to such a course. They're eager, Your Grace. They've a fire in them. Order a retreat and you could devastate morale.
Our losses may be heavy,
said Meve, drawing her sword.
But I'll make certain the vile invader suffers even more. Order the troops to prepare. We will attack.
Soon after, the Lyrians moved on Cavaldon, war drums rumbling in step to their march. Upon the walls, the Nilfgaard'ians stood poised to defend.
Liryalılar, Cavaldon'un surlarına yaklaştıklarını bir dolu ok ve top ile karşılandılar. Nilfgaardlılar şehri savaşmadan teslim etme niyetleri olmadığını açıkça belirtmişlerdi. Yine de Meve'in kuşatmasını caydırmaya yetecek böyle bir taktiğe inanıyorlarsa onları sert bir gerçek bekliyor. Nice.
I won't leave a single city to these invader scum. For Lyria! For Rivya'ya!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Retreat! We must bring down their walls! Crush them!
Wanna know why I'm got a scar?
Enough fear!
easier they are to target.
Buraya ne gerekiyor biliyor musun?
Aye.
We'll catch them all!
Okey. Değildi ama.
Wise choice.
The chase is on! Ow! Order! Life is mine now.
That was not in the spell books.
May the stress ends here! Time I wiped it away!
Neydi?
Thing about slings, they hide well.
My, now that is some fancy weaponry. And it's still got that new war machine smell.
Feel any burning? See a local healer or wise woman.
I smell a leak.
Herzer.
They got up there!
Yes.
Destillat Seifel!
Herzer.
Yes.
Ready for her.
A highly curious case. Grotto dum anima est, fes est.
We did it, Your Grace. The city is ours.
Neden?
The Nilfgaardians had indeed prepared well, with grapples to repel hook ladders from the walls and long spears to rain down upon attackers far below. Meve managed on the fourth attempt to breach the defences, but did so scrambling over the corpses of her own men. The Queen was in the field tent when Reynard arrived with surprising news. To be heard over the groans of the wounded, he had to raise his voice.
Your Grace, a delegation of townsfolk. They seek an audience urgently.
Dozens of burghers stood before the tent. Between them and the Queen, a man knelt in shackles. His face was blooded as if he'd endured a vicious beating just moments before.
Who's this?
Our blacksmith, Todor.
Snarled a priestess in a frayed robe.
He betrayed you, Your Grace. Soon after the Nilfgaardians arrived, within hours in truth, he offered his labour and strength. They didn't even need to ask. Forged arms and armour for them, all for imperial gold.
Meve gripped the beaten man's beard, tugged upwards, and looked him in the eyes.
Did you forge the hooks? And the tips for those spears?
I did, Your Grace.
It was fine work.
Growled the Queen.
Damned fine.
Show him mercy, milady!
Cried a withered old man in a flour-spattered apron.
When the black-clad bastards captured my son, they were eager to hang him. Todor spoke for him, saved his life.
He helped me too.
Hollered a woman in the crowd.
I were hungry. He shared what little he had.
The townsfolk began shouting over one another. Some told of the blacksmith's noble deeds. Others labelled him a traitor, deserving of a cruel and violent end. Meve turned back towards the field hospital, pondering the case, then spotted her soldiers' corpses laid out in rows. Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many.
20 soldiers died today, wresting Cavaldon from Nilfgaard's grip.
Said Meve, her tone cold and unforgiving.
'Twas your iron that felled them. 'Twill be your blood that pays the debt. 5 lashes for each of the fallen.
Todor's torturers were several, as no one man's arm could complete 100 blows. Amazingly, Todor survived the ordeal, but his body had been broken. He'd never put hammer to anvil again, and spent the rest of his days a beggar.
En kötüsünü verdim şu an. Öylesi daha iyi galiba. Kesin serbest bıraksam.
Freedom will cost us dearly. Dearly indeed. He weren't a bad person, milady. He strayed, aye, but deserved no such fate. Freedom will cost us dearly. Dearly indeed.
Yavrucuğum. Sana ne para birikmiş. Bu kadar veriyor, harcatacak mı bunları bana? Parayı yapacak.
Your Majesty, the hut's untouched. Ripe grain in the fields, 'tis hard to believe. I feared we'd have another Edirn here, with the Blackclads setting fire to all.
I feared nothing of the sort. Nilfgaard's not stupid. Lands it aims to hold, it doesn't destroy. And Villem did bend the knee to the Emperor.
Evet. Evet, orası kale gerçekten. Son veriyorum buna. Bitiremedik.